Hello, I'm Taylor. I am the product manager at Seamwork, and today I'm going to take you through my sewing space. Currently, I am staying in our RV, and it's a very small space, all one room. So it's probably going to be a quick tour, but I still thought it'd be good to show you how I deal with sewing in a small space. All right, so right here is a big desk, basically. So I work over here all week, and then at night or anything other projects I have, I work there to sew at, and I get all my supplies out, I get everything out, and that's basically where my serger and my sewing machine live whenever I'm working on projects. It's limited space, but it definitely still works, and I'm just happy to have it in general. All right, so here's a quick little view of the whole space from a 360. Hi Daisy, here's my pup kind of area. We have this really great stand where all of our entertainment stuff goes, and my sewing machine and serger and iron all fit very well in there. So that's where I store them when I'm not using my machine. We can start with my ironing station. I typically just use a towel for my iron board, technically, and this whole space right here. It does the job. Thankfully, I don't really have space for an ironing board or any other kind of really large boards to use in replacement of that, so the towel is working fine for me, but I definitely want to find a ironing mat maybe one day. And then here is the machine area. They fit pretty well there, and typically I can do a whole project without any problems in this space. So I'm really happy that I have this surface. It's not super comfortable, I guess, like ergonomically, but it works, and I'm super happy to have it. And typically I have a decent view, so that's also a plus. One of my favorite things about my sewing space are these amazing drawers that my partner Ben made for me. They go under the couch. I used to have to lift up the couch, but now I just have to open it, and all the goodies are here. It's not very organized right now, but this is probably how it typically is most of the time, so, you know, keeping it real. You can like have a pattern. Each of these boxes have different items and things in it, like that one has thread, that one has elastic, and other things I don't even know. Has a cool carrying package, projects that have already been cut out, more cases, bias tape, trims, zippers, hardware. So yeah, these drawers are amazing, and I use them all the time, and I can just stuff stuff really easily in here. This is what I keep my fabric in. I keep my wovens in this one, and then I keep my knits in this one. Definitely I'm very well stocked on my fabric, but I really like that I can just pull these out and check whenever. Another really fun storage thing that I have is this amazing little footrest seat, ottoman kind of thing that can turn into a table. But I keep all of my scraps at the most that I can keep that I think are big enough that I might be able to use for another project or something, and they just easily fit in here. And let me see if I can do this. Well, you get the idea. But yeah, it's a nice little guy. Another present from my partner Ben. He really helps out. I really wouldn't be able to do all I do without this box. This box keeps everything in here that I will ever need. It's super roomy, super compact, and I love it. It's a great little guy, especially for someone with a small space. It's just so perfect. So that was it. I have a very small space. I'm sure lots of you can relate. I'm not having a designated space out there to do your projects. I know it can get a little hard to get motivated because it's such a chore to get everything out. Get your project out. Clear the space that you need to use. then finally have the energy to work on the project itself, and you might not be able to find what you need. It's just kind of chaotic, and I've definitely found that my sewing has lessened a bit because of this setup, but I still really try and designate time for it. It's just, I'm challenging. I'm sure with everything else that's going on in the world with the pandemic also makes it super challenging in general, but having a space that you have to have literally to set up every day, if that's what you want to do, can get challenging. So I feel you. I'm here for you. Let me know if you have any other tips. I know I didn't really have a ton of tips, but I think that these like kind of secret storage areas are really what make my situation work. So hopefully you have some too.